This is our first Ghost in Gold interview with a member of our Chicago chapter, so I am so excited. We're back home. I feel the love. So thank you guys for tuning in again, and thank you, Miss Angela, for coming today. Thank you so much for joining.
So I'm from Chicago, like I just said. I went to elementary school here, high school here. I did my undergrad college here. I did my master's here in Chicago. I am in the business field, in the budgeting and finance field, and I love shoes, I love fashion, and that's just where that's where it kicked off from. And it's funny because that passion didn't come as a kid. It came growing up and just seeing the world a little bit different than a lot of my peers saw the world. So yeah, I've been in Chicago all of my life, but I've been to different places, of course. I've seen different parts of the city, and Chicago is like a big world in itself.
Yep,
you
I agree.
Explore. You have Ukrainian Village. You know, I know so many people who have never been to Chinatown. I know so many people from the South Side who have never been to the West Side of Chicago.
Really?
You know, the North Side. So it's just seeing different things and the internet and just exploring and saying, wow, I can do that. So that's the beginning.
Okay. Was there a major turning point? Because I know I didn't necessarily have one, but I know a lot of people have one, especially like with the fashion and style industry. So
there was when I was working on my capstone project, finishing up my master's, and we actually decided to do a vending company startup from scratch, me and my group. And it's so funny, I came up with that idea because I was actually working as a project manager at work, and I said to myself, like, well, we just went through this at work, so this should be easy. And then, like, as we were going through the different steps of building it and, you know, documenting everything, I said to myself, like, why can't I just do this and go into business for myself? And I sat back, thought about what I liked, what I loved, and I talked about it with some of my friends, and it was supposed to be a joint venture. And then when they pulled out, I kept going, and here we are today. But so it came about, how old was I? Maybe 22?
okay.
20, no, I'm lying. No, I'd say maybe 25 or 26. That's when I got the idea and said, I'm just going to go into business for myself. I wasn't really sure exactly how I would do it from a financial standpoint, but I knew that it was something I wanted to do. And, you know, by His grace.
See?
I mean,
things work out.
Yeah.
I love that. Which brings us to today. I know you all make sure, I'm going to zoom in really quickly, make sure that you are going to follow and like and, follow, like, share.
Yes.
Okay, on all of these platforms. We talk about this every video. I'm not going to let up on that. That's free support, okay? Free. Like her page.
And I definitely appreciate it all, every little bit, even your glance.
Even a glance. As I always say, you might not be in the market for it right now, but someone else, we just had this conversation. I'm not in the market for it right now, but that won't stop me from telling another person, I know Angela has bomb clothing and shoes. So, okay, and that brings us to today, or present day, with your shop. So tell us, you know, what all you offer. I know it's clothing, but do you consider it like a certain style, or?
I'd say a mixture.
Okay.
So initially I started off doing shoes, and the shoes, they range from career type shoes, flats, pumps, sandals, heels, different styles, chic, contemporary, casual.
So everything.
And, yeah. And by the way, I do not stock anything that I wouldn't wear myself.
Yeah, thank you.
And I feel like that's the #1 rule when it comes to selling a service or selling a product to someone, if you wouldn't like it for yourself, why would you want to sell it? And that doesn't mean that everything you buy you should keep one of, or everything you stock in your store is your favorite piece. But that means that if it came to it and you said, you know what, I need something like this, I would wear this. Or it can be cute. It may not necessarily be cute for your body type, but you know, you can say to yourself like, that's gorgeous, but I don't have the body for it. Because there are a couple of things that I stock that I really don't have the body for, but my customers do, and my customers love it. So shoes, accessories, bags, the little belt bags, which are
yes, I did see the belt bags.
I actually sold out of the red and the black yesterday at the pop-up shop, and we'll talk about that too shortly.
Nice.
So the different bag accessories, I did have some, what do you call those bags? Bucket bags. They sold out. Like the bags go pretty fast. And then of course clothing. So tops, bottoms, dresses, shorts, t-shirts. I have some hoodies that I'm actually in the process of getting branded, and I'm just going to put them out there at a really fair cost. And if you were to check out my website, you'd also know that all of my prices are fair.
Yes.
Very affordable, and that's another big thing that I believe that is kind of missing, and that's why I think a lot of the newer popular clothing sites or brands have benefited from when it comes to the mass market and the mass, you know, customer. You know, everyone can't afford $300 hair pants or $250 t-shirt, but you still want to look good.
Exactly.
And so brands that I don't want to mention, because this is all about Ace and A.
Understand, we're not mentioning nothing else.
They're really profiting from that, and profiting from the fact that they can offer affordability, style, and decent quality at a low cost. And that's where, you know, I'm trying to go with this. But yeah, so clothing, shoes, basically you can come and you can get dressed from head to toe.
Yes,
you can't get your hair done with me, but
you can walk out completely dressed,
yes,
including shoes and any needed accessories.
Yes. Now, I can, if you were to do a pickup, I can, you know, tell you like, your hair looks good with that top, or your hair looks good with that dress, but I'm sorry, I can't do the hair. And I've done very well. Yesterday, which was the 14th, 4/14, marked 1 year that I've been in business officially.
Yes.
And so
congratulations.
Thank you. And I had a pop-up shop on the south side in Blue Island, and it was very nice. It was very successful. So many people showed up, and I didn't expect. And when I say so many people, I'm not just talking about friends and family. I'm talking about people who follow the store on Instagram, and they were just like,
really?
Yeah,
that
yes.
is awesome.
And it was one in particular who showed up. Her name is Danielle. Shout out to Danielle.
Shout out to you, Danielle.
She showed up, and it was just like, oh my goodness, like her spirit and everything. And I like that face-to-face, one-on-one time with the customers. Even though I am online, if you're in Chicago, you can always pick up your order. At, you know, I have pickup hours. And they're listed on my website as well. You can always pick up your order. You can always come, see what you've purchased, touch it, and go from there. And just meeting my customers is a good thing, you know, because it's just like, okay, I'm really getting a vibe for who you are, what kind of person you are that's shopping with me. So maybe, you know, next time I'm scrolling through my different wholesalers, or I'm at a trade show or something like that, and I see something and I think about your personality, and I'm just like, this will really look good on her. And I know a few people who have a similar personality, you know, so things like that kind of makes it all worth the while when I meet the customers face to face. I recently just purchased a desk, and I have a little corner space in my apartment that I call my home office, and I really do use it as a home office. I sit there. It's actually in my dining room area. I sit there. You open the drawers up, you'll see business information. I've made it a part of my living space, so you don't need a separate space to have an office. And what I do is I sit there, I write, I plan, I do it all. I couldn't see myself paying X amount of dollars just to rent a small space in one of these crazy expensive units in Chicago, because we all know Chicago is pretty expensive to live in.
Very expensive.
Now,
and especially now.
Yes, and then I go from there. And then the planning, I make my own labels. I purchase my bags in bulk, and I'm talking about my retail bags that you carry your items away in. I purchase those in bulk, but I make my own labels. Avery offers so many products for business. If you don't want to, say, purchase business cards because you just may not be in the position to purchase them, that's okay. You can create a digital business card that you can actually text and email to people when you meet them. We're in a digital area. If you want to actually have a physical business card, Avery offers blank business cards where you can just sit at your computer, use a template, and print them out.
Tell us what we can expect in the future. What are some new things that we can look forward to? They should already be following you, okay? We're toward the end of the video now, so everyone should have already clicked follow. So what can they expect from you in the future?
Future, very near future, of course, new arrivals. I have some coming in. More sizing, extended sizes. That's something that I am actually working on very, very seriously and aggressively to get better size or extended sizing with same quality or even better quality.
And yes, you guys, again, you're going to see the screen names for both her personal page and her business page. We're focusing on the business page, but like we said, you get a face with the brand as well. So you'll see her on her page styling. Okay, I already follow her, so y'all late. But yes, make sure you guys are following and tuning in.
Southside in the Inglewood community. So for all my Inglewood ladies.
Me too.
You know, Southsiders, just any Chicago female that comes from sort of an under, what word should I use? A not so great area, or should I say a impoverished type area. Anything's possible. It's all possible. Just follow your dreams.